Hello there, great person, and welcome to Let's Dive into the SCP universe. Today we will apparently go on a field trip. And I really hope that this field trip is gonna be horrifying beyond belief. And even if it's not, it's probably gonna be a lot of fun. Let's not kid ourselves. So yeah, today we're going to do SCP-2316 called the field trip. I've prepared several videos. There's even a fan film, a short one that I found, so we will react to that as well. So we will today react to all the stuff about SCP-2316, the field trip I found. And yeah, I was thinking about doing the Flesh That Hates today, but I saw it was a very, very long video, a lot of information, and I want to do that when I have some more time. And I want to really delve into that one because it looked cool as well. But today we're going to do the field trip, and we will start as always with the Volgun. And after that, we will move on to other creators and see what they tell us about it. And in the end, I might do a little story thing again. We'll see how it turns out, if that's something that works. But we'll just see and have some fun with the field trip. Let's go. So, field trip. What will happen? Will there be a mountain that eats them, or will there be... I don't know, let's see. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Oh, God. Too soon.
Overseer Council. The following file describes a Keter-class anomalous cognitohazard and is level 42316 classified. Unauthorized access is forbidden.
Of course it is.
Item number 2316. Level 4, secret. Containment class, Keter. Disruption class, Kennick. And risk class, danger.
Okay, I don't know what Kennick is, but risk class danger is obviously pretty bad, so let's go. How bad is it?
The following file contains images and text that are carriers for anomalous cognitohazardous influences.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Due to this, it is imperative that all personnel accessing this file be certified as having a cognitive resistance.
Oh, I love it. That's weird. Oh, that's so weird.
Less than 14.5. Should you fail an automated CRV verification, please remain calm and do not move. A member of your site's medical staff will be with you shortly.
Oh, I love it. That's so cool.
Please
That's so
repeat
cool.
the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Verification complete. User CRV is within acceptable limits.
Oh, this
Special containment procedures.
I love it.
Under no circumstances are Foundation personnel to approach SCP-2316. Observation of SCP-2316 must only be carried out by remote dummy probes utilizing video and audio recording equipment.
Okay.
Only those personnel adequately rated for exposure to cognitohazardous anomalies may review footage and audio of SCP-2316.
Brilliant setup. So you can't like really see it or whatever, or you're mad or dead or worse.
The lake in which SCP-2316 is located has been quarantined and fenced off, and is to be routinely patrolled by individuals who have not been exposed to SCP-2316 and have no prior knowledge of its characteristics.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Individuals who attempt to bypass the enforced quarantine must be apprehended and moved to Site 33 for a full cognitive influence screening. Individuals who come within 50 meters of the lake containing SCP-2316 are to be considered lost.
Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Variance processor. Verification complete. User CRV is within acceptable limits.
Oh god, this is so bad. I love it.
SCP-2316 is the designation for an anomalous phenomenon existing within County. SCP-2316 manifests as a group of human corpses floating in a small group at the surface of the water.
Okay.
The identities of these corpses are
Cognitohazard removed. Automated change.
Oh
unknown.
god,
though
this is so
DNA
bad.
testing has been inconclusive. While SCP-2316 appears to be individual instances, It is theorized that SCP-2316 may instead be an entity composed of a collective consciousness.
Oh God,
Individual
no.
instances of SCP-2316 do not act on their own, but do seem to be able to act collectively as a single unit.
Oh.
The individual instances of SCP-2316 are unrecognizable.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
No, we don't recognize them.
SCP-2316 hosts a powerful cognitohazardous effect, causing those who have viewed SCP-2316, are aware of certain parts of its nature, or who were enrolled in
Cognitohazard removed. Automated message invalid.
to believe that the individual instances of SCP-2316 are human beings they recognize, typically from their childhood.
What the fuck? Oh my God, that's so bad. Oh my God, that's so fucking bad. I love this one. Oh, what is going on?
To come into contact with SCP-2316 instances by way of entering Lake or touching an instance of SCP-2316 will cause other instances of SCP-2316 to appear.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
The additional instances only serve to reinforce and add to the strength of the cognitohazard, compelling affected individuals into the lake.
Oh.
Individuals who enter the lake in this way are lost, and to date, none have been recovered.
Oh God, I see. So it's like this is like the most fucked up version of a siren I've ever seen, but yeah, whatever. It's
Addendum
very brilliant.
2316.
I like it. I really like this
Interview.
one. Oh, this is cool.
Error. Unrecognized users. Please log in to view file A0 less than. Verification PI. User CCRL is
Oh God, yeah.
Let me show you their faces. Begin log.
Did you ever feel compelled to enter the water? Like something was pulling you in? What? No, of course not. There's nothing wrong with them. They didn't drag me in. I saw them in the water and went in myself. I needed to see them. I wanted to hear what they were saying. They're my friends.
Yes, they're my friends. They are my friends in the water. I haven't seen them in so long. I have to go get them out or join them. Perhaps I should join them in the water. Yeah, I see where this is going. This is great.
When you entered the water, what did you see? Faces. My friends. Faces I recognized. Some I didn't, but they became more familiar as I saw them. I'd known them my whole life, but there was something wrong with them. Like the face of someone you see in a dream, or you can't remember it right. There's something wrong, and the way they're speaking,
Oh, they're speaking. Jesus fuck, where's this going? Oh no. I mean, of course they're speaking. They're sirens. Like everything about them is siren, and I love it. So they are like these weird, shapy faces you have in dreams sometimes. Though I would say in my dreams I see faces pretty clearly. You just can't focus on stuff in dreams, but yeah.
No, that's impossible. They're simply not moving their mouths, but I could hear them asking for help. They told me. They told me who they were. They told me you knew who they were. That you... Enough of that. You're clearly succumbing to the cognitohazard. We need to get you medical attention, Agent. If you... Get your hands off me! I know all their names, Harrison! I heard them speaking to me! Every single one! All it takes is one person to see them and tell people, and they'll know what you've been trying to hide! Turglaw High School, pass them...
Oh no, that's why it's called a field trip. Some fricked up thing happened to the freaking ding-dongs.
Get them out of here, take them to amnestics, and turn that goddamn recorder off.
End log. Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Verification incomplete. User CRV is not within acceptable limits.
I love this one. This is cool, yeah.
Hazards. Please stay still. A member of your site's medical staff 2023 will be with you shortly. Terminal logged out.
You know what? This is what I want from an SCP. Just a really fucked up idea. And it's just a fucked up idea. There's no weird shit happening randomly. I love this one. This one was done very well.
Addendum 2316 2.
Oh god, fuck off! Mate, fuck off! What the
Go
fuck?
back to the lake. Go into the water. Look into their eyes. It's your friends. Your
Oh, no, better not. I can't swim. I don't want to swim. I like feel the deep urge to climb a mountain and live as a goat in the mountainside. Whatever. I feel the cognito hazard I'm getting from this is I want to be a goat on top of a mountain now.
The lake in the fall of 75 together when you were young. Don't you remember? Look into their eyes. I know you can hear them talking to you, just like they talk to me. Don't let them tell you it's just a cognito hazard. This is their fault.
They caused this.
We were all innocent kids, don't you remember? And you just got away, you and I. The rest of them are at the bottom of that lake.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. Wow, what a cool thing. So it's like it simulates a field trip that compels you to save them as well. Like, that's so cool. And you know what? That's exactly what I want. Like it's like this weird idea that's very creepy, and it makes sense, but it doesn't. But it's not like random. It's like obviously there's like, and then there are questions like what happened to the kids? Was there really a field trip or whatever? It doesn't matter. But you get these questions. They all make sense. Like everything you hear and feel here is like you get the feeling that there's something behind, and it makes sense, but it's horrible, and you don't want to know. And I gotta love it. It's still open.
For us to go back to them and be whole together again. They want us to know. They want us to
remember.
Wake up, goddammit. Remember the fall of 75, the year we were supposed to graduate. Don't
Let them make you forget.
No, I don't recognize the bodies in the fucking water.
Can you hear them?
No, I don't. I want to be a goat. I want to be a goat, please. I love it. Oh, this one is so much fun.
Can't you hear them?
Oh my god, there's a fucking asshole in the water!
Into their eyes. Can you hear them?
Oh god, fuck you, fuck off!
Can you hear them? Can you hear them?
Oh god, stop it! No, I can't! I don't want to hear them! I want to be a goat in the mountains! Oh god! This is trippy, I love it. No! Oh, hello. Oh god, oh. I thought she was gonna jump scare me. She did not, in fact, jump scare me. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Oh, this is brilliant. I love it.
Description: SCP-1833 is a copy of the 1976 edition Kirk Longwood High School yearbook, previously belonging to student Carolyn Kirk. The yearbook wear and use indicative of its
I was
age.
interrupted.
The front cover of SCP-1833 shows a 3-arrow design with the words Reflections of 76 near the center of the page and KLHS 1976 in the bottom right corner. The back of SCP-1833 is blank, save for a small amount of charring along the spine. An inscription inside the back cover reads, "We've had a great year, haven't we? Don't worry about waiting for the reunion. I'm sure we'll see each other soon enough.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Lots of love from all your best friends."
Brilliant. Yes, of course.
Verification complete. User CRV is within acceptable limits.
Is it over? Thanks, Jakartas. I mean, the fuck was that? Oh, that was
I
it.
would like to give a special thank you to Zargara.
Okay. Okay. What the fuck was that? That was so good. Oh, it was very, very well done. That was my favorite one by far. Like, this was 9 or 10 of 10. I have to. This was very well done. This was very well done. Yeah. Okay. So my wife searched for a key, so I had to find it anyway. So I had some time to ponder on this weird freaking fuckface thing. So what I got from that is that, and by the way, please go to the video and like it. That was awesome. Like that was awesome, really awesome. So it's basically a lake, and there, like when you go there, there are stupid bodies, and you start to think they're your friends from high school or something. I mean, to be fair, it only works when you like only for a certain time, or perhaps you always see children from your youth. Like, it doesn't have to be that summer specifically, though. In the last one, SCP-1833, like it technically was from exactly that year as well. So I don't know. I will be honest. I will say SCP-1833. I don't give a shit. This one is like, because that takes away again. Like, this takes away from the horror of this SCP-1833, like, linking it to this. Because, like, just the idea of, like, there are, like, if you go to the lake and there are these weird corpse bodies floating around and you start to see your childhood friends in there, is a lot more scary than seeing some random kids from 1976 and starting to think that they are your friends. But, I mean, your mileage may vary there. You may think that's scarier, even that you start to get wrong memories. But yeah, anyway, that was the first one. Let's go to the second one. So yeah, first video done like this. Yeah, I think this, oh sorry, started already. This is like a 10, I think. I love this idea. It's just a weird idea. You can play around with that a lot. I think there's still a lot of potential as well to, like, think about what this would do in certain situations, which is something I think the SCP Foundation wants to do as well. So let's see what others will make from this. And I will now go to the video from SCP Explained, Story and Animation. So we will get a new explanation here. And I will just see what they say that I don't know yet. And perhaps I will cut some stuff out. But yeah, we'll see. Let's just see what they say about the weird. There are no. I don't recognize the bodies in the water. Like, I also, this phrase, I like it. It's like an mimetic, or whatever you say, anchor to anchor you in reality against the weird psychological effects this has on you. That's so brilliant. Love this one. But now let's see what they've got for us.
SCP Foundation personnel, welcome to Cognitohazards and You, episode
Redacted.
This video series is intended to teach you about the protocol surrounding the various cognitohazardous anomalies currently within Foundation containment.
Brilliant.
When you know better, you do better. And both you and the secrets of our great organization can stay safe.
Yeah.
And as anyone familiar with a good cognitohazard can tell you, knowing really can make a difference. Today,
perhaps knowing will F you up as well. Like, I hope they do an SCP about that.
This episode is about the unique and dangerous SCP-2316. Before we begin, repeat after me, and be sure to speak clearly into the microphone in front of you. I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it here because I have to be honest, this video isn't setting the mood. Like, this is more like a fun little video. The other video was like, you better say those words. Here it's like, oh, I'm a little cartoon pointing at the wall. You know what I mean? But like, it's great that they animated. But I yeah.
A little louder, please.
Yeah,
Thank
whatever.
you.
Fuck you.
In order to be educated about the following SCP, you must pass a vocal examination with a cognitive resistance value of no less than 14.5. Through this video presentation, you will need to repeat the phrase to ensure your score does not drop below the approved threshold. In the event that you fail the test, stay calm and remain where you are until medical staff can retrieve you
and kill you.
Remember, safety is a top priority when observing cognitohazards. The safe way is the only way. You're a cog in a very important machine, and we wouldn't want to have to terminate you now.
Yeah, of course, whatever.
One more time, please. I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Yeah.
Very good.
The atmosphere in this video feels off.
You do not recognize
I'm glad
that.
I watched the other one
No matter
first.
what you might think you see, your thoughts can be very unreliable when you're around SCP-2316. According to our files on the matter, SCP-2316 refers to an anomalous phenomenon identified in a small-town lake. It appears as a collection of human bodies floating in a group on the surface of the water. The exact number of corpses is unknown, but it has been estimated to be anywhere between 45 and 200.
Oh, so many. I thought it was like 4. I thought it was like 1 or 2, and you start to recognize them as your friend group, and then suddenly emerge more. The longer it takes this weird fuck thing to understand your thoughts and like.
Though the bodies belong to individuals, many researchers theorize that the bodies in the water, which you do not recognize and you have never recognized, share a collective consciousness. They function, it would seem, with a hive mind of sorts. The bodies do not act on their own, but as one. Now, where does the cognitohazard come into play? It would seem that anyone who looks at the bodies in the water or learns too much about SCP-2316 as a whole begins to believe the corpses floating in the lake are people they recognize.
And that's the point. People they recognize. Does that mean they start to recognize them because this thing invades their thoughts and like creates false memories about this 1975 or whatever it was? Or is it like you start to recognize people from your own childhood that are really people from your childhood and not like a psychological warfare attempt?
Perhaps they remember their faces from childhood or high school. Whatever the case may be, they become convinced that the bodies in the water are familiar and that they must approach them. No matter how familiar they might seem, however, you do not recognize the bodies in the water. If a person attempts to enter the lake, reaching out to whatever instances of SCP-2316 they think they recognize, more bodies will begin to appear. The more bodies appear, the more familiar faces seem to manifest, and the deeper the person will venture into the lake. Eventually, the person is lost within the sea of bodies, likely drowning beneath the surface, or simply becoming one with the hive mind, until they too are one of the corpses there.
No, I don't think so, by the way. I don't think that makes sense. Like, nothing has to make sense, don't get me wrong. I don't want to start that debate again. But I think it's weird if you just disappear after a while.
None of the individuals who wandered into the lake in search of an old friend or classmate have ever been recovered. There have been no attempts to search the lake for their bodies, as it is unknown what effect SCP-2316 would have on the team assigned to such a task. Though we can guess that the outcome would likely be extremely negative for all involved.
Use a helicopter.
Those who do venture into the lake simply disappear, never to be seen again.
Why don't they use a helicopter? Like they can tie some asshole prisoner to a helicopter, fly him over, and like with a drone, like remote controlled. I'm sure they have that. They're probably advanced. So like fly him over, perhaps.
If you look too long at the bodies in the lake, perhaps their faces would surface alongside the rest. But it's best not to think about that.
Yeah, better not think about that.
We do not recognize the bodies in the water. Foundation.
How can this ding-dong do this talk all the time and not be infected? He must be a really, really strong-willed dude.
Personnel are not allowed to approach SCP-2316 under any circumstances. The lake is only permitted to be observed via dummy probes outfitted with video and audio recording equipment. No one is permitted to observe any footage or audio files collected unless they pass through a screening for resilience to cognitohazardous anomalies.
But wouldn't it slowly rot their insides away, like the insides of their minds, until they have to go to the lake? I have to go to the lake, I think. You know,
the lake that holds SCP-2316 has been fenced off and is patrolled by guards with no prior knowledge of or exposure to SCP-2316. Anyone who attempts to approach the lake and break through the boundaries of its quarantine will be seized and taken to Site-33 for examination. Anyone who comes within 50 meters of the lake is considered lost and presumed dead. Repeat.
But couldn't they be pulled back? I don't know.
After me slowly and clearly into the microphone. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Good. I almost believe you.
Yeah, that's like, you have to admit the first video was a lot more realistic and better, and like transporting this fear and this disgust and this confusion of whatever the fuck is going on here. And they're like, "Hi, I'm a cartoon character. I will now like pretend to be a scientist and tell you stuff." I like it. Like, there probably was a lot of work put into this, but this format doesn't suit. Like, the other format suited a lot better. Like, you know?
Let's continue. Only one Foundation officer that entered the lake containing SCP-2316 was ever stopped before they could be lost. Their name has been stricken from any official records, and you do not need to know it. Their identity does not matter. What matters is the interview they gave following the incident,
now they do the
conducted
interview.
by Dr. Harrison in his office. Dr. Harrison asked the anonymous officer if they felt compelled to enter the water by an invisible force, as if pulled in. They rejected this concept entirely, insisting—
I have to say, I am a bit sad that they do it like this. Absolutely, like, yeah, no one was ever found. Yeah, no one. Like, you could do so many creepy as frick storylines or shorts or whatever about this phenomenon. Different people trying different things, or like people. Like, because I think it would be a lot more visceral to get their perspective on what the frig is going on. And this interview, by the way, does a brilliant job, like writing-wise, it does a brilliant job of getting you close to this feeling of this person. But it's, for my taste, too short. Like, there's a lot of potential here to make a very, very great story. But yeah.
that they entered the water of their own free will. They wanted to see the bodies, who appeared to them as their friends. They wanted to hear what the bodies were saying. Upon entering the water, they saw the faces of their friends. Other faces were unfamiliar, but became more familiar the longer the officer stared at their features. These were faces they had known their entire life, but something about them was just a little bit wrong. It was like the face of someone in a dream, where you can tell they are someone you know, and you can even identify who it is supposed to be, but something about them does not quite look right. Your mind could not perfectly put their face together from memory, even though the feeling of familiarity remains. The faces in the water, peering up through the darkness below, were like those dream-addled memories. The faces in the water did not open their mouths, but somehow they spoke to the officer just the same. They spoke of who they were and asked for help. They asked to be seen, to be touched. They spoke of the Foundation, accusing us of covering up their depths and keeping the world from remembering what happened to them. At this point in the interview, the subject became agitated, yelling at Dr. Harrison and refusing to be quiet. Guards intervened, holding the subject still as they fought, yelling at Dr. Harrison, repeating over and over that they could hear the body speaking to them.
Of course.
Every single one. The interview ended when the guards removed the subject from the room, taking them to the amnestics department to have all memory of the bodies in the water erased from their mind.
They can do that.
And they were forgotten once more. I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
I know.
Did you repeat it? Good.
Yeah, whatever.
We do not recognize the bodies in the water.
It's much too jolly. It doesn't fit. It's just such mood whiplash, but not in a good way. Don't know.
We can't. The motivations of SCP-2316, if it has any at all, are largely unclear.
Yes, and that's good. It has a clear effect that it has, and we will probably not even understand what it wants. And I don't want to know what it wants, because they're like, I can think of like 5 things already what it might want, but it doesn't matter. We don't need to know that. It's just like this, okay, there is some structure there that's doing something, and there is going to be something like the reasoning, and we just don't know because we're humans and we're too stupid. That's my kind of horror.
There are those on the research staff that theorize the hive mind or collective consciousness of the bodies is not malevolent in nature. It is,
it's
they
just
believe,
alone.
Simply trying to make sure that a tragedy that occurred in that lake is remembered. Perhaps.
What? That makes no fucking sense. I'm sorry, that makes no sense. So if everyone drowns, why would that would not make, why would it try to do it like this if everyone dies and is getting lost? Like, if you want something to be remembered, you can't be a thing that kills you if you remember it. Like, what? That makes no sense.
many lives were lost to an anomalous force in that lake, and the impact of that massive tragedy left behind an impression on the location. This impression manifests in the form of bodies, spontaneously appearing in an impossibly well-preserved condition. The cognitohazard of SCP-2316 is not intended to kill anyone or take them, but rather to force strangers to remember the people who lost their lives to the lake.
But why would they then be forced by their cognito whatever inside the lake? That makes no sense.
Sense of familiarity, whether it is false or not, ensures that the dead will not be forgotten or left alone. After all, no one...
If the people going in die, they are forgotten, per definition.
One deserves to be left alone. Though there have been lives lost to the cognitohazard, according to the Foundation, it is understandable why the bodies would want to be recognized.
What? There have been bodies lost? Yes, I know there have been bodies lost. People go in and don't come out. What?
To have someone somewhere know who they were. To have someone remember their names. Jeremiah Feynman, Arthur Scott, Denise Clark. Where was I?
Yeah,
oh,
whatever.
Yes. Repeat after me once again. I do not
go F
recognize
yourself, mate.
the bodies in the water. I do not recognize.
Doesn't fit.
them.
This doesn't
I do
fit
not.
in this setting. It doesn't fit.
But that's a lie.
Like, I was compelled to repeat it in the other video. Like, I felt personally compelled to do it because it was so well done.
Isn't it? I do recognize them. How could I not? I know them. They're my friends. Do you recognize them? Look at their faces. Don't fight the memories. Look into their eyes. The class of 1975. They were supposed to graduate that fall. They were just kids. Group of innocent kids lost to the dark and deep. What happened to them? I can't quite remember, but I know that it mattered enough for the Foundation to keep the secret, and I know that somehow I survived, but I shouldn't have. I should be there with them.
Yeah, so this part I don't get. Like, will you then think that you're like let's say this this SCP survives until the year 2200. Will you then think that you're more than 200 years old suddenly and they just pretend, or will you then think you're in the wrong time? Like, I don't get that.
I should be there. There isn't much time. I can hear the guards coming to retrieve me, their footsteps thundering down the hall. I failed the test and the alarm has gone off. They think I'm lost, but I'm not. I've never been less lost in my entire life. I've finally woken up to the truth. I remember. I have to go.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I have to return to the lake. Fall of 1975, they went for a swim. My friends, they're calling to me. I can hear them so clearly even from so far away. Their cries for help ringing in my...
And the voice actor's really shit here. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it better. I would probably try in the end. But I could do better, so... But he's shit here. Like, this doesn't suit the... Like he's not shit in the way that, like, he's brilliant in like speaking, and you can understand him probably a lot better than you could understand my English and stuff. Like, he's pronouncing stuff clearly and stuff, but I don't buy that he's getting mad. Like, Vidith should have read this, and he
my ears, their voices curling around me, pulling me to the edge of the water. The guards will come for you too. They'll know you've seen this. They'll call you compromised. They'll say I succumbed to the effects of the cognitohazard. They'll say you did too.
Why?
You'll fail their little tests, and they'll say that makes you weak and broken, but you cannot listen.
Okay.
They're lying. It's not a hazard. It's a scream for help. They're screaming, and the Foundation keeps covering it up. They won't let us find them.
Yeah, whatever, mate.
Tell us why I have to go back so we can be together again. There are signs posted all around the lake. Danger, drowning hazard. Those are a trick. It's to keep me out. To keep the truth from me. The barbed wire fences around
His
it.
ding dong is one of the stupidest thoughts I've ever seen.
It's just another
I
trick.
know it's supposed to do this, but this is just comical, and I'm sad because the idea is so horrifying, and even the text he's reading here is pretty horrifying, but the way he's reading, it's like, yeah, I'm going on a Sunday picnic trip to the lake with the corpses I remember. You know, that's the vibe I get from this video, and it's so sad because this is horrifying stuff if you make it horrifying, so...
Worth it for the truth.
Yeah.
The memory. And once I've climbed to the top, I'll be able to see. There, through the fog, I can see their faces.
Yeah,
their
whatever,
lips
ding dong.
parted in a constant cry. Their eyes wide looking for me.
Yeah.
My friends. My family.
Oh, it's so sad. The text, even the script here is very good, I think, as well, but it completely falls flat by the way he's so sad. So
Every
sad.
face unlocking a memory long
So glad I
buried.
watched VolGun
I know
first.
them all, and I must go further. I can't turn back now. I have to wade into the water, let its chills soak into my clothes, down to my bones. One step, then another, deeper and deeper.
Yeah, like this, like you should do it like this. One step after another, deeper and deeper. Something like this. I mean, this was probably even shit as well, but I mean, man, please voice act.
The water lapping at my ankles, my knees, my thighs. The deeper I go, the more sure I will be
whatever.
that this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
where I belong.
Yeah, fine.
The water will engulf my chest, my neck, until my feet no longer touch the ground.
Until my feet no longer touch the ground. Something, you know, like, that's probably, whatever.
I will be lost in it, water flooding into my mouth, pouring into every opening. I will let my body sink down, down, down to the bottom.
There's some,
where
like,
they
I
burn all
like the
this
script. I
time,
like the
vessel,
script a
and
lot.
dirt,
He's reading here, but
dust.
that
They've been so
performance
patient,
doesn't fit.
But it's finally time. They're ready to be remembered, to be seen, to be found.
That makes no sense. You just died. Like, what? What?
They're waiting for me, and they're waiting for you too. Can you hear them? I'm going now. You have to find me. You have to follow me. Don't let the guards stop you. Don't let them wipe it all away from your mind. Fight, break free, and find the lake. Hop the fence, make your way into the water. You can't leave me there to fade away, floating in the cold with the rest.
Yes, because you're a moron. Like, how in the frick did you get your PhD title? I assume you do have one. Like, Jesus Christ, mate.
Can you hear us?
Like, it's hard to get a PhD, believe me, that's hard. But, what the frick? You have to be willful and strong to get a PhD. No, sometimes you don't, but most of the times you have to be, like, really strong. Like, you have to put work in, and you have to be, like, strong-minded. In many cases, you have to be prepared to, like, think and stuff, and yeah, of course, whatever.
Waiting.
Anyway, this was the video. It's 2 seconds now. There's not going to be anything happening, I'm sure. So that was that video from what were they called? Sorry, where's my pointer there? So it's called SCP Explained Story and Animation. And again, it's very sad. The script was well done. The script was incredibly well done. I love that. I really love that script, but why would you do it in this comic way? Like, yes, you can explain it in a comic way, but then you explain it. It's like an explanation video, like it's funny and engaging and stuff, and this horror didn't come through at all in this one. Like, why? Anyway, we were like, this was like it was nice animation, probably went a lot of work into it, but the video was like 3 out of 10. And the script was like, again, 9 or 10 of 10 here. Like, don't get me wrong, the story and the idea is brilliant, but so sad. I'm so sad. So next thing we have is, it's from TheVolgun again. Why? It's called Not Fade Away SCP Tale. Okay, so this seems to be a tale that was written for this SCP as well. So we will listen to this one now, and after that we'll look at the article, and after that we'll watch the short horror short film that someone produced, and I can't wait for that as well, because this is great. And in the end, I think I will write a bit again, and then you can shout at me that I'm worse at performing like narration and horror than they are, and I know I am, but yeah, anyway, let's just go. Let's just go. So we have the Volgun again, SCP-2316, not fade away, and the author is, let me see, the author of this tale is someone called Shaggy Dreadlocks. So Shaggy Dreadlocks, shout out to that person as well for writing this one. And yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is gonna be fun.
The old water tower on the outskirts of this shitheel town has been derelict for ages. It's amazing they haven't torn the damn thing down yet.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I reach up and get the next rung, which groans in response to the unexpected weight before snapping off entirely.
Oh no.
I managed to catch myself at the last second, but my GoPro isn't so lucky. It makes a soft plop in the snow below.
Yes.
There goes my perfect selfie.
Yes.
It was a close call, though. I'd take a second to catch my breath before I steel my nerves and continue my ascent. Can't turn back now.
I love water towers. I love that. Like, they are very cool. They are freaky and I don't know why. I just don't know why.
Stick to the plan. You're gonna be remembered for this.
Why?
I clamber onto the platform and I'm greeted with an oversized grin, a rival school's idiotic mascot. Its face is weathered and peeling. Good thing he's about to get a brand new paint job. Now all I need to do is decide exactly how many dicks I should add.
Okay.
Time to get to work.
Whatever.
There's one more over here. Oh, let's have one splooging all over it.
I don't like stuff like that. I don't know. I don't like this character already. Like, is this supposed to be funny? Like painting dicks everywhere. I mean, it reminds me of the Rick and Morty episode where the guy is monologuing for half an hour about dick jokes. I feel like, yeah, for me it's not funny. It's like, but basically he climbed there and he had to like defile the mascot of their opposing school. I mean, fine.
Pink? What did I think I was gonna do with pink paint?
Paint.
Give him some missing teeth. You look just like these inbred jackoffs. A little bit more, and done.
Nice voice actor, by the way. Like this voice actor, whoever this is, like it's TheVolgun, I don't know who is this. He's brilliant. I love his voice acting. You are so cool.
Stand back and admire my creation in all its glory. In just a few hours, people will wake up to their beloved avatar being assaulted by a group of floating penises, as if it were the star of a haunted bukkake. Now all I need to do is snap some pics for the guys to prove that yes, I am that badass.
Would people talk like this? Like, again, the voice actor is brilliant, 10 out of 10. The writing is like, would people actually talk like that? And they might, but I, like, when I write, I rarely write teenagers, so I don't, because I don't know how to write them, because something like this always feels somehow off. But perhaps I'm wrong. Like, tell me, please, is this like how you would imagine a teenager, or is it like a Hollywood teenager? You know what I mean?
I whip out my cell and get to work lamenting the fact that I can't post these online. If only so I can hashtag Dicasso. Yeah, it's as good a time as any for a smoke.
Don't care.
I spark one and look out over the woods that surround the town. Last night's snowfall blanketed the landscape, leaving a pristine coat of white that went on for miles. I could see the lake off in the distance. From my vantage point, I could clearly see over the privacy fence that encircles it.
Oh, great. Now he's gonna see the bodies, and they will be calling for him.
As the early morning fog began to dissipate, I could even see the water's surface and... What the is that? I cut my hands around my eyes as if
now it's starting.
Binoculars could somehow improve my vision, and lean out over the railing. There's definitely something bobbing about the surface. It looks like there's someone out there. That can't be right. They closed off the lake ages ago.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, I like it. Here it starts to get really good. Okay. fuck that. That's the beginning. I don't care about someone drawing dicks, but this is cool. This is cool.
Something about an undertow? Lies. Well, it's not my problem if some random nobody gets themselves killed. They're closer than you'd think.
Okay.
As much as I want to turn away, I can't.
Because you want to know the truth.
I'm frozen to the spot, precariously hanging over the railing. There's something about them. Something familiar?
Yes.
The redhead. We met in home ec class.
Don't you remember?
She was so patient and caring.
Don't you remember us?
Took a trip with me and several of my classmates over the summer to check out New Space Mountain. We shared our first kiss during the fireworks display on the third night. I made some dumb promises I knew I couldn't keep. There's still time. Total blast to have around. Always wanted me to tag along in his misadventures. We got caught sneaking in to see Jaws. I managed to get away before the cops showed up. He wasn't so lucky. Never sold me out either.
Yeah.
He always had my back. Lived across the street from me our entire lives. He's been there the whole time.
Oh God.
Never asked for a better friend.
Yeah, of course.
We began drifting apart once he started getting pretty deep into his schoolwork.
It's so funny. This is basically the premise of my latest horror story as well. Though in my latest horror story, it's like there's this Russian radio operator in the 1970s as well, by the way, and he like starts to get some weird sounds from space, and he starts to have false memories as well. Like and starts to remember people that were never there, and like someone he loves, and like a friend like this. So this is pretty funny. It's like very close to what I wrote, like the idea. Like, and it's not the whole story, but there's a part of the story. So I will just post it in the comments, perhaps, if you're interested in like this idea, like for like 2 hours. But yeah, that's cool. I like that. I just like the idea. So I really like this writing as well. I like this idea a lot of. Okay, so it's really that they leach into your thoughts and you don't start to remember your own classmates, but you start to think that you were in the class with them, and that's cool. Okay.
Every once in a while he'd stop by.
Just to show. Because he missed you. Because he missed you.
Last time we talked was...
I love creepy voices so much. Let's go.
He treated me in a Queen's show at the Paramount back in April.
Back in April.
I fall backwards. Reeling from a mix of vertigo from the height, lightheadedness from the cigarette, and a sudden splitting migraine. I press my palms into my eyes, trying to get my head straight. I can't even focus on myself now, though. There's people down there. They need my help. Without even bothering to clean my evidence, I'll be back for it. I drop the ladder and begin climbing down.
Yeah, that's very cool. I hope he no goes to the lake. We all need to go to the lake one day. I think the lake is the truth, and the bodies, they are our friends.
It's a quiet ride on my bike up to the path that leads to the lake, and a crunchy one for the last mile or so. The only sound other than me plodding through the snow are the occasional gusts of wind screaming through the trees.
Not the wind, not the wind. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? We are here.
Danger. Drowning hazard. Areas off limits.
Yeah.
Little signs like this were posted everywhere.
That's true.
I disregard them and trek on. I can't abandon my friends now.
Yeah, no, you can't. Like, naturally, you can't abandon your creepy ghost friends.
It's funny. Even though the sun is coming up, it seems to be getting colder. It's always cold. That's why they need
okay.
Barbed wire. That's right. How the hell am I supposed to get over this? Over there. Wait a minute. That bush. Looks like there's a hole behind it.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Why is there a hole? Perhaps someone tried to get in there before.
Going right under the fence. Please. On my hands and knees, I crawl through. I can see it now. You see them. You see them. Can you see us? You see them.
Yeah, of course. Brilliant.
It's... Dear God. Will you help us? Do you remember us? Do you remember?
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, yeah, you remember them. Help them, mate. They want your help. You need to go into the lake.
Every one of you. All my friends. My family. Still others I don't recall in full. You shouldn't be here. Why? How can this be? I have to get you out of here. I won't let this go on.
Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter.
The freezing water is around my ankles now. With each step, I can feel the ground below getting further away, up to my thighs, and I'm already shivering. My heart begins to drop. Something is wrong.
Yeah, I wonder what is wrong. You probably are not quickly enough in helping them. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. This is also, by the way, a brilliant display of like peer pressure latched onto a place, killing or consuming people. I love it.
I'm slowly moving towards them. I can help. It doesn't have to be this way. We can all make it out of here. Up to my chest.
Yeah, he will just carry like 45 to 200 bodies out of there. Easy. And they're like all... I know he doesn't think logically anymore, I know that, but it's so funny from an outside perspective. Like, what are you gonna do, mate? Take 200 bodies, get them out of there? They're already dead.
Shake the creeping dread from being in such deep water. When I was a child, an ill-advised cannonball sent me plummeting to the bottom of my uncle's pool. I freaked. I couldn't move. I flailed about in panic, trying desperately to gain vertical ground to no avail.
That should have been in the beginning. That one should have been the opening. I'm sorry. I know I'm very nitpicky with horror stories. I know. This is brilliant. This is brilliant because if you use this fear of water, like he should have been just like on some higher place because of some, like, perhaps he wanted to be one of the first to go there because everyone was like, yeah, you can't climb that. And he's like, yeah, I can climb that rock. I will. And then he climbed it and he looked at the lake. And then he should have thought about, oh God, I really don't like water because in the past, and then you would have gotten this. And then when he spotted the bodies after that, you could have had him like go in, and whilst that is going on, this as well, like the voice is pulling him in, fighting with his subconscious fear of water and stuff. Like that would have been, I think, a cooler idea. But you know, I'm nitpicky, and this is also very well done.
I thought I was gonna die. Someone got down in time to fish me out. But ever since then, I've had a horrible phobia of water.
Why didn't you think about that then when you were looking at the lake? Sorry,
in fact,
what?
I've never actually learned how to swim.
Yeah. That's BL, I'm sorry. Why did you structure it like this? Why didn't you put that in the beginning? It would have been so brilliant. Now it's like, oh, by the way, he went into the water, but yeah, then you know what then happens? Suddenly he realizes he can't swim. Like, it fits with the SCP, it fits its powers, so to speak. Like, they made him forget that, but that would have been a lot more powerful when it always like popped up into his mind, I can't swim, what am I doing? And it being drowned by this cognito hazard. That would, I'm so sorry. I will continue now. Yeah, like this would have been more powerful than...
Up to my neck. It's too late now. I can't find the bottom. I can't gain footing. I'm choking on the water, and I'm starting to flail again.
It's all right. We will see you back. Yes, don't go. You will come. You will be one with us again in the lake, in the deep of the lake. Yeah.
I recognize all of them.
Yeah.
I know all of them. They're finally together.
Yeah.
They've been waiting for me for so long.
Okay. How did we get this message then?
Forgotten.
I don't know.
That to us. How could they? They can't do that.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. I really like most of the story. It was a very well written story.
You can't leave me here. Don't forget me.
Yeah, don't forget me. I love this SCP though. This is by far my favorite yet. That's brilliant. Oh, SD Log was the one writing this.
I would like to give a special...
Yeah. So, go to the video, please. Watch it. Like that video, the original one, of course. As always, I'm just reacting. Just giving my 2 cents about some stuff others created. So go to their stuff as well. Yeah, but to be fair, like, I feel like such an asshole every time I say stuff like this, because I'm very positive, but there was more potential in this story. I think if there had been an editor, but perhaps it's also hard because perhaps this fit and it's just me. So I don't know, but these are my thoughts about this story they wrote here. Like, it was like the Volgun, like 10 of 10, like whatever the frick he's doing, I hope he does more of it. Like, he's a brilliant reader. Very, very brilliant stuff. But yeah, the story there was still untapped potential in that story. Also, something I wanted to ask you as well, so please put it in the comments if you are so kind. Do you like horror stories that are obviously stories? Like, the last one was like, it was not a found document, it was not an interview or whatever recorded. Like, this was just his perspective, and there's no way someone would have gotten this. And do you like that as well? Like when, like, from their perspective, they suddenly die? Because for me, it always takes me out of it. Like, in a movie, that's not a problem, because I know I'm watching a movie, I get immersed in it, but in a story, it's hard for me sometimes. I don't know. It's only horror, though. Like, in all other genres, I really like it as well, but weird. Yeah, I'm gonna like it as well. Like, please like the video, their video and mine as well, my reaction if you enjoyed. Consider liking and subscribing as well. But yeah, let's go to the article now and see what we have here. So, can you see it? Yes. Okay, so is there something? Okay, it's in German. I don't know why it's in German. Can I change it? Let me see if I can change that. Okay, I didn't. Fine. Hello, China. Hello, China. Whatever. Let me actually see if I can find the English one. Oh, we still have Gilliman in the background as well. Let's put SCP here. Anyway, so it has a very high rating. I would agree. This is brilliant stuff. This one was my favorite by far. And it's only a small yeah. Okay. This as well, this picture is cool. Yeah. Okay, this is, yeah, okay, I see. Okay. I also like that you get locked out here in the story. There's the interview, of course. Yeah, I think... Okay, so this is a picture of it. But we don't see the bodies, of course, not, because we would all go mad then. We don't need to see them. But yeah, it's cool. Very, very cool. I like this. I like this one. This one was by far my favorite. I also like the man thing. Not the Yule man, the other man, the pale man, I think. Or whatever it was. But this one was the old man. The young man was cooler though. But yeah. So anyway, let's actually go to the last one, and let's go and see what the so this is Bodies in the Water. It's a short film by Bernard G. Payton, and his channel has only 790 subscribers. So if you like this video, please definitely be sure to go to this channel and like his content, because, like, help him grow a bit if you like it. And if you don't like it, I mean, leave a nice comment or a constructive criticism. We will just see what he did here. Yeah, it's a short film. I don't know which quality it is, but let's have some fun with it. Ooh, it's a lake. Ah, it's a great lake. Okay. Is this the lake, though? It might be the lake. Do I just not hear anything? Okay, perfect. Hello, poor sod that's gonna die. I think you're up for a big, terrible surprise, my friend. He probably took a shortcut, and now he's gonna run into the lake of death, and sadness, and despair. Sorry, but I can't like just a tape. No offense. Okay, but I like it. It's cool. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's jump across the tape or whatever you say. Don't know grammar. Oh,
restricted area. Vocal identification required.
Okay.
Isaiah Littlefield.
Repeat after me. I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
I love how he's almost
Tone
smiling.
variance test failed. Remain where you are.
I love him. What the frick? It's like, that would be me. It would be like, the fuck's going on here? Yeah, let's just do whatever this is.
Authorities are en route to your location.
I don't know if he's laughing his ass. I don't know if he's laughing his ass off because he's not that good an actor or because it's scripted, but I love it anyway. It's very cool. Very cool stuff. How are they gonna do the bodies though? Is there gonna be some ding dong in the lake? Why are you stopping there, mate? What is your itinerary? Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's shit. No, that's a body, not shit.
God. Help! Hey! Doug? Doug, is that...
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Ah, that's cool. I
Turn
like that
back
idea.
now.
Ah, okay.
You do not
I like that there's a signal by the SCP that tries to like drill this magnetic phrase into your head. So like that's a failsafe. I love that. That's brilliant.
recognize the bodies in the water.
Oh, there are two now.
You do
Uh-oh.
not recognize the bodies in the water.
Saw you.
Turn back now. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now.
That's pretty good. It's pretty
You
good.
do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now. Recognize the bodies in the water. Turn
Emma?
back now. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now.
Yeah, there are
Emma?
no three.
Recognize the bodies in the water. Turn
I was supposed to
back
protect
now.
you.
You
Emma?
do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now.
I think he should have already run into that. Like the way he says, I should have protected you. Like he wouldn't just be like standing there. You just like, go in.
You do not recognize
But I really
the
like
bodies in the water. Turn
that's
back
cool.
now. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now.
Yes, turn back
You do
now.
not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now.
Yes, go in.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Turn back now.
Ah, okay, that was it. Yeah, that was fine. That was cool. Like I like it. So it was James Hashimoto and Bennett Payton. Yeah, I like that. Like I did really Okay, so I might have to cut it out, but I don't know. I hope they're fine with this reaction. If they're not fine with this reaction, I hope, and you see that, I hope you will call me and say, don't put this up. I will just edit it out. Like I can still do that. So if you are like, no, don't show this, But I really like it. Like it's obviously done by amateurs, and I don't mean that derogatorily. Like it was fine. It was fine. The script was a bit like I think I would have done more, but yeah, it was good. Was good. So that was SCP-2316 and my reactions to it. And anyway, thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please, if you did, consider liking, subscribing. And yeah, this was like 10 out of 10 idea, I think. That's cool. Like it was basically a modern take on Sirens. It wasn't clear if, because that's also like, it wasn't clear and I liked it. Like it didn't need to be clear. Was it the people from 1975 you started to see? Was it your own friends you started to see? Was it both? We don't know. And it's ambiguous and I like that. Like it doesn't need to be answered. Like you can have both or nothing. Like it's so good. I love it. This one was my favorite one. Yeah, so, and I might do the Flesh That Hates next, but it's very long, so I don't know when I will be able to do that. So, oh, there's another short film. Wait. There apparently is another short horror film about the bodies in the water. Do I want to watch that one? Yeah, you know what? I will yeah. Let's go. Let's watch it. I found another one. So this one is by from the channel of Ryan Leshock. I don't know. Yeah, so we will react to it, and I will also post the film's homepage in the description. And I'm just seeing if it's, I don't know. So I will of course link them in the comments. And for those creators as well, if they see this and don't want me to put up the reaction, you will not see it. I will edit it out again. But I will just try to react to it first because I really like this SCP and I want more of it. So let's just see what they have. Let's go. Okay, we're going there. Oh god, yeah, okay, fuck you. We go there. I see where this is going. It's going into the lake. Yes, I would be shocked too, mate. I would be shocked too.
I know this is hard for you.
Really, is it? Is it hard for you?
Out.
That's what she said. I'm sorry.
A lot of people came.
Good actress as well.
I mean, we met at Elle's birthday party.
Will you stop talking about my sister?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, she's like, don't talk to her about her sister. I read in this short description that it's about her funeral, but I mean, fine.
Do you want to listen to music?
Yes, I want to listen to snake jazz. This is brilliant. Oh, that's so brilliant. Just die in your arms. Oh, I love that.
If you feel unwell.
Okay. That's macabre, but I like it.
Pull over.
Yes, why?
Pull over, Adam!
Did you see the bodies in the water?
Okay.
Oh, you were already going to the lake. Okay. But that's just a river, that's not a lake. I'm gonna press X on that. Oh, it's called Bodies of Water, not Bodies in the Water this time.
Grace, what?
Yes, Grace. Did you fall from Grace? No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So that's a river. It's not a lake. It's a river. Perhaps it spreads. Very nice piece of nature they have going here, though. Nice setting. Still, it's a river, not a lake. That's the weird ghost children. Oh, it's her past. Okay.
We were kids.
Who? Who is we?
It's our little hideaway from out back.
How can you hide away on a plain field in a forest? I know it's figuratively spoken. I know it's just.
You guys are some troublemakers, huh?
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? She's grieving, you dick. What?
We weren't troublemakers.
Yes. What the frick, mate?
Was.
What the fuck, man?
You know how often.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Will you
What the fuck's wrong with you, mate? Who's that ding dong? Is that your stupid ass boyfriend who doesn't know shit?
stop saying that?
Saying what?
I'm sorry. Ellie's gone. She's gone.
Yes, she is. She probably is in that lake over there because she went in because she saw the bodies in the water.
I'm all alone.
Good actress though. She nails it. I like it. Very good acting.
I'm here.
You know, seriously, don't say it's gonna be fine. That's not what they want to hear here. Like, I have no clue about situations like this, what I would say. Like, it's like, sometimes you should just shut the fuck up, you know, and say, okay, if you need me, anything, if you need anything, tell me, but I will not, like if you need something from me, tell me, I will do it, but other than that, I don't want to, like, intrude on your privacy right now. Because what the fuck, mate? What the fuck are you doing? You're such an idiot.
You're not here.
I'm here. I'm here for you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not here.
Yes, I am.
You're not here.
Okay, she's getting mad. What? Oh, is he one of the lake things? Is he? Perhaps he's one of the lake people as well, and that's gonna be the twist that he was a lake person all along. But where are the bodies? In the water.
Did you know I had 2 fish growing up? I like looking at it. Till it died.
So he just, I'm probably gonna cut it out, but so he just basically told a fish story and now he's like, yeah, my fish, he died.
What I'm trying to say, obviously, we never saw my brother's fish again. But it probably lived a much better life.
Probably got killed by an alligator or something, like 2 seconds after you released it, but yeah, tell yourself that.
Is that it? That's your story?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you even doing? Like, this ding dong is so fucking stupid. God, man, like, he does like everything wrong here.
No. You're my fish.
I'm your fish?
What the fuck are you doing, man? You're such a dumb fuck. I'm gonna keep you. Gonna keep you until you die. What the frick? Frick, sorry.
Wow. Did you rehearse that?
This is so awkward. Like currently we just have a pair of ding-dongs that are arguing and are awkward. When's the body gonna show up in front of them, and when are they gonna try to help their little sister? Like, she's I can guarantee you she's gonna see her sister in that fucking lake. So
I'm worried.
No, seriously. Did you write that down?
yeah. You're a ding-dong, mate. Like, you're one of the dumbest fucks I've ever seen. I mean, socially.
I don't know what to say.
Yes, so shut the fuck up, mate. Jesus fucking Christ, it's not that hard. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, that might be harsh, but he's only making it worse with all the shit he's talking about.
You broke up with me 2 weeks ago.
Ah, okay, so that's bad. I see. I like that though. I like that. There's a little twist and I like it.
Take this.
I like that. Okay, I like that.
And why the fuck do you have condoms in your pocket?
They were just in my pocket.
Yeah, or whatever. I like that twist because that's sometimes as well, like, imagine someone, like, you break up with someone, their, like, sister or whatever dies. Like, that's harsh. Like, what are you gonna do? Because you probably knew them as well. Oh, God. Oh. Awkward.
They weren't.
Then who are they for?
He just, like, he's just crazy prepared dude. Might just fall into someone.
Hello?
She sees the body in the water.
What's that?
Oh my god.
Okay, you're both dead. Great.
Don't go in there! Wait, what are you doing?
Let's just run in, run in. Great, great. Commit, commit. I love that. Yeah, that's very cool. Like, he probably didn't see it, or he didn't get affected as quickly. I don't know. It's very well shot. Okay, that's... I don't know. Come on. That's not the SCP anymore. This is completely different. Like, you wouldn't be afraid. That's the point of it. You're not afraid. You don't cry. You don't run away. That's the point of it.
That's impossible. Where?
Why?
She was in pain.
Did it sink?
Really? You took this brilliant idea and you turned it into, oh, scary lake eats people? Really? I mean, fine, it's like, it's a good horror story, this one, but it isn't the SCP. The SCP is more horrifying. And these actors could have nailed that, by the way. They could have nailed this psychotic breakdown. Like, they did a great job in acting right now, so... Yeah, of course, she's gone. So, they had this great opportunity, like, they have a lake that, like, can conjure up people that you think you know, and she just lost her sister, so the lake could have conjured her up and made her, like, just go down, just go in, and he could have tried to stop her, and she might have hit him or something, and no, she just now then in the end saw a zombie version and was suddenly afraid and tried to get out again. That's less scary than her just going in and being like, oh, I want to be with you again. Oh, great. What grabbed him? Yes, pull her out, mate. You are probably stronger. Why is she now a zombie asshole? Like, come on, man. That's not how this one works. You didn't understand the SCP. No. Oh, I'm so sad. They didn't understand what it was about. They didn't get the SCP. It was so obvious. It's just like 4 paragraphs what it does, and you just effed this. It's now a fucking zombie girl. Ah, God, God, this is so loud. Yeah, kick the zombie girl in the face, I don't care. And the way the camera is being led right now makes me think that it's gonna be behind him now all the time. Like, they turned this alluring siren psycho fuck lake into, oh, I'm a zombie coming from the lake, I'm gonna get you. I can guarantee you that. That's gonna be the thing. And I hope I'm wrong. I'm an idiot, but... Okay, at least he made it. I was wrong. There's no zombie girl running after him. Oh, why do I feel that I'm gonna get jump scared in a moment? Please don't jump scare me with a fucking zombie girl. Please don't do that. It would ruin the whole thing. Yep, you have to go to the lake now. You've got to limp there. I'm going to limp now. You will probably be quicker hopping on one leg, by the way. Please don't make the fucking zombie girl calm. That's not the point of this. I don't care about zombie girls. They're not scary. Why? Why do what? Whatever. Let me guess, that was his sister, mother, or whatever. Oh, that is nice. I like that. Why is it nighttime now? Why does nothing like this... How's this? Like, it's... I'm such a dickhead, but like this has nothing to do with SCP-2316. It's an interesting little horror film, like from the way they... I know what they try to do with the shots and the acting and stuff, and they achieve that, all of that. I have the feeling that whatever they had in mind, they produced perfectly here. Just, it's not SCP-2316. Why not call it, like, you could have just called it The Bodies in the Water, which it is, and then it would have been a brilliant little horror short, but linking it to the SCP and not using the SCP at all, it's really, really, really bad. I don't know why people do that. God, Jesus Christ, just drag him in. I don't care about this ding-dong anymore. Like, this leg is actively driving people away from it by using weird zombie creatures. The other leg was trying to drive people in. And it's not a lake, it's a fucking river. Bye. Okay, I mean, fine, whatever. Please don't come back. Please don't say based on, who was that weird ghost girl on the whatever you call the wooden thing? Like, please tell me not, please don't. I mean, to be fair, it does not say that it's based upon that SCP. So it might have been just the person uploading this and uploading this wrongly. Like, he probably perhaps he thought, oh, this is similar, but whoever effed this up, this was not the SCP I was reacting to. It was a nice movie. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked the movie in itself, but it was two classical zombie assholes. So anyway, so now we really are done with the reactions. And yes, as I said, consider liking, subscribing, comment on what you thought of this. And yeah, I will probably not do... I'm a bit disappointed by the last one because it didn't adhere to the SCP. It was a great movie, but it was, like, save for the script was a bit too cliche. Like, in the end, it was just jump scare zombie assholes coming. Like, I don't care about that. I like the start of the story. I like the idea of her sister being gone. But they could have utilized that fact so much more creepily and effectively. But anyway, who am I to judge? I'm just a ding-dong in a room. So, let's go. Next time, tell me what you want. Yeah, tell me what you want to have next time as a reaction. And I will put my war story with the guy starting to get false memories from a war he doesn't know in the description. And probably I will pin it in the comments. So, yeah, have a great day. See you soon. Bye.